Y'all cannot tell.
They can see you every angle, baby.
We are real friends.
Yeah.
We got some real stories. We might get off topic. Topics are for people that don't know each other. We got over a decade worth of history.
I met her in the bathroom today, so she not being all the way.
Okay, so me and
but what I will say is,
combined.
This episode's called Trend Talk.
All right.
Motherfucker.
All
right, and we're gonna make sure, and we're gonna see we're gonna ask niggas what the name should be.
What the name?
But all right, so first of all, we did this because everyone asked us what we do. This is about how we know each other. So my name is Joel Lulindalo, African as fuck.
I never know how to pronounce
this
your name.
is Ashanti, Ashley, Donny Bravo. Let's introduce everyone how we actually know each other. Donny Bravo, how do I know you, nigga? From was it freshman week? I feel like I walked this nigga. Probably ran to. We live in the same dorm. I ran this nigga the booty wall freshman week at some point.
Booty wall. You made a reference. Hold on, you have to explain to her. You can't just pass over the booty wall and not explain what that is to the viewers that never went to Howard University.
Booty wall connoisseur. How do you?
So
how does
hold on, real quick.
It's going to the world, right?
Explain the booty wall.
How does the booty wall?
The booty wall is a place at Howard University, a sacred place. You know what? Especially for a nigga like me. No, it was just a place in front of a dorm, like a wall long.
The quad and the annex. Yeah, long. The girls' dorms, the freshman girls' dorms.
I didn't know they included. I
too was a freshman, so it wasn't predatory.
In front of
Fraser Hall. The quad, and guess who else lived in Fraser?
Who?
Our Vice President of the United States.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
did.
Okay, and carry on.
So ran the dog because you school of business nigga as well, right?
So,
we're business school, same dorm, but probably ran him to the booty wall. So just to find the value of the booty wall, because at one point it did end. I don't know if it still exists.
I was taught to stand clear of the booty wall.
Self-explanatory.
You told to stand clear.
We were taught, right? It was kind of like avoiding.
Yeah, I ain't really do much work on the booty wall.
No, you just knew the booty wall was the place where
I was like around campus. All location type of nigga.
Like, that was where you could find people. Posted.
It was
Ashanti, so how do we meet? Where
It's parking lot pimping. That's what the booty wall was. Parking lot pimping
for
a university. Now, how did I meet you,
Joe? I actually met you in Carver. I feel like first was in the dorm.
Probably.
We was on the same business
Y'all
team.
lived in
so
Carver?
the school of B. Yeah, we lived in Carver together.
We meet Carver cool for the first time ever.
We was in the school of business. Yeah, we was in the school of business.
I
definitely, that's where I met Ashley. I met Ashley at Intro to Computers.
Suits on Thursdays. Was it suits on Thursdays or Mondays?
Carver cool. We had an underground railroad.
I'm done.
We had okay.
Carver was cool though. Carver was cool because you guys had that.
We rented out rooms. We found vacant rooms, rented them out to other
making.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
because they were.
I don't know. It was either. I think it was the school of B where I met you first, actually. And you had that shark backpack. It's like, who's this little?
Not the baby shark.
That was
all right.
Where
Joe, I don't remember where I met you. I know that I'm like, were you my friend first or were you Brandon's friend first to where I met you? You know?
It's getting a little too specific.
Oh, no.
That's one of them like, mutual friend.
No.
Like, yeah.
Moving on. Joe, but we got close.
Cool.
Let's talk about when we got close. We got close because we lived together.
Junior year
at the best house ever.
Across Carver. Literally
and it was like the real world house.
A rock.
Across from Carver.
A rock away across.
And it was, the boys lived upstairs, the girls lived downstairs. And we had it was a great house to live in.
Became great friends ever since.
Yes.
Ashley, how do we meet? Was it through this?
I just felt like okay, so going to Howard, he said that we met in computer intro, but what's significant about this young man sitting next to me is my very first apartment that I've had to my name in my life. Even though it was a student apartment, he was my first neighbor. And it was him and Charles Sprinkles
That's
and
UTC?
G
Yeah,
and
UTC.
UTC University Town
Remember
Center,
Oh,
right
PG
next to
yeah. That
PG
bougie
County
shit.
Mall. Shout out
That was the
PG,
rich
where pretty
kids.
girls
The
are.
rich kids
For
lived
college
there.
niggas? That was the
rich
rich shit
kids
for
lived
college
there.
niggas.
Man,
I just want to
that
say
shit-
No,
the
yeah,
rich
like,
kids
honey, we
lived
could
there.
I was
literally-
coming with the bougie vibes.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
could have a whole
Alright.
podcast, not now, but 5 podcasts from now. We can have a whole podcast.
I still
on
can't live in UTC. I still can't afford
PG County
UTC.
Mall.
God.
PG
Shout out to
County.
UTC.
You know,
Across the street from Target.
So, these guys were just turning up, being the best of
Aw.
Young party
people,
friends.
young party,
Party.
Yeah, we
freaking
used to throw some
party.
crazy.
whatever they. I can't lie. That
I ain't
building,
gonna lie, if you
that
went to-
building wouldn't have been what it been without what it
Yeah.
was without y'all.
No, for
Y'all
sure.
had it lit.
For
on
sure.
That
I was
Really?
just
I
happy
ain't
to
gonna
be.
lie to you.
Everyone had
People
a
still
fucking-
like, if you went to Howard, this is no cap. If you went to Howard from like 2008 to 2010, you probably remember one of them parties. UTC
listen,
ones?
So what I did in my
Just have to
younger
say.
years, it doesn't matter. I'm 31 at this point, but let me tell you something. The inauguration party
Man,
Bruh.
that shit was
right here. Oh,
Yeah.
we talking Obama's first
Yeah,
inauguration.
but-
Now we seen how dry the inauguration was this year.
Yeah.
We'll start
I mean,
with
at the
that
end of the
next.
day,
We'll
the,
start
mo-
with
the
that
most
next.
The
viral thing was
inauguration was
Bernie and some
Bernie.
mittens, whatever.
And
Like,
that girl
gives you the
poem.
level
That
of
girl,
turnout.
shout out
So
to
we're
that girl.
talking
That girl's
Obama's,
poem was
not
beautiful.
his 2 inaugurations, but his first. This guy had a party. Let me tell you
Man,
something.
I remember that shit.
Very first time I ever took a puff of marijuana in my life. The very first time I took Obama's. Yeah, I know. I
know,
mean,
just kidding.
even in high school, people like, oh, do you do it? Like, no, I don't do none of that. I'm just
What?
lit. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just in general, that's my
That's what I
energy.
just told
But
you.
the
Just
very
like-
first
See
time
how
I
we
did.
see how we turn them up, change
Yeah,
their
yeah, but
life.
y'all,
Bad
look,
influence.
the very first time I took
Terrible
a puff of
influence.
any, I'm talking about tried it. Like, let me see what this is. The Obama's first inauguration, he had a party. I'll go ahead and just, be candid to let y'all know the level of turn up it was. This night was also the very first time that I slept with a woman because of just listen. I'm like, listen, our president is black.
I'm
You
telling
know,
you,
got
man.
let me hear.
candid.
Let me
Give the detailed information.
He know the story.
I know the story.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Facts.
first of
Facts.
all,
I
we
didn't know we
didn't
was
make
gonna
her
go
do
there.
that.
I woke
That
up.
shit was crazy.
very
That party was
That
crazy.
motherfucker jumped.
Let Don speak. Let Don
Nobody
speak.
knew.
Then 90%. 90%.
Nobody knew. Like, the girl who it was so pretty. She was one of the prettiest girls on Howard's campus.
Everyone
Like-
at Howard was pretty upset. Everyone
No,
was
I'm
ugly.
just saying. So, like, she was, but she didn't strike you. Like, she wasn't like, like she wasn't very.
Get to the
This
juicy
girl
shit.
went
Let me set the
second
shot.
Every time she saw me on the yard, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I don't
But
know.
she used to be like,
Marijuana
niggas used to try to get at her, like, oh, whatever, and she'd be like, I like girls, I'm gay, but like back then you ain't really.
This is what?
I feel like 90% of girls like girls.
You didn't catch that at first, and then she was like,
No one agrees with me?
she used to come to our parties, and
Well,
she got more pussy than me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like, she would come through the party and be like, yo, that one. And I'm like, yo, you really do like girls. Like, you like girls more than I like
What
girls.
is wrong with men not being able
She
to
a shooter.
understand?
Well, at that age,
The
though,
90%
like
At that
19,
age,
20, so at
okay,
19, 20, when
okay.
a girl says she's gay, it's like, you ain't really. And a girl like her.
He thinks it's a fad. That's rude.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying at 19.
believe black
bro,
women?
But it really
Because
was
I'm
'cause
19.
I used to watch I would watch like girl on girl porn, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, maybe this means I'm gay, and I'm like, and I realized it's like, nah, I was just mad curious. I really love men.
Yeah, it's a men's world.
Shout out
You feel me?
Girl,
Shout out to that nigga.
Hey, shout out
out
to
to
her.
that party.
Shout out to that party. That party would have happened without
Whatever
Obama.
that
Without all that sacrifices.
Shout out Barack.
Shout out
Shout
Barack.
out to
No,
Barack.
I said my president is black. I'm gonna smoke some weed for the first time, and I'm gonna get with this baddie.
She
right
was
now.
How was it
enlightened.
though? How was that experience? If
You
you
know
don't
what?
mind me asking?
It was amazing. Here's my only thing. She pulled out the strap and she put a condom on it.
Wait, what?
And I was
See, that's what I'm saying. She really was.
Like,
gay, bro. Like,
for me,
She is rough.
for me, I was
Yeah.
just like,
Gay.
yeah, like
She's
she
rough.
You feel me?
First of all, I
Kept that on
appreciate,
you,
I
like-
appreciate,
She
especially
is
in the
rough.
day of, especially in the day and time of
reusing
COVID and
material.
stuff,
Yeah.
being
That was-
safe.
yeah.
I
She's a
appreciate
third
her.
that was a third body
but
that
it was
night.
just like, me, I'm a pleaser, and I'm also literally a logistics major. I'm logical. Logically. You know what I'm saying? There was just some logic to it where it was
Nah,
not
she
computed.
just probably, and I match it though,
That's-
because she was very aggressive.
She is
So
dominant.
She probably
That's
had,
what that's what they call
she
Yeah.
dominant. She
She's
kept
a
a dick on her. You
dominant,
feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
but you know what?
She
Wait,
kept
let's
the dick
explore
on her,
that.
like-
Wait, so you know
Yeah.
what?
Right.
Let's
Big dick energy.
I get the strap.
No, I have a question.
I
I have a question. Let's explore that.
I said our president is black. I'm gonna do everything for the first time.
But about this condom that she put on
the strap,
because it makes me think
That's
about
a little different.
Wait, because
it made me feel away. I was like,
wait, but what way?
Once and only time.
But let's talk about that.
You was the third body that night. That she reused. She recycling
listen,
that. That's a recycled dough.
But it's not a real dick going in there. What you scared of?
She took me home. Wait
She's
a
doing it for
minute.
dead.
She was not
She didn't care.
What you was about to say?
You keep that same energy with a man putting his condom on.
Absolutely.
All right, because
I mean, until I love him.
But you see, but okay, okay.
It's true. It's being honest. Though.
But it made me think about it because I think you're open-minded enough to keep that same energy.
Open-minded.
But I find it interesting. We see this girl taking out an object, right, strapping it up, clean utensil. But these men, men's wasn't that, and they wasn't taking care of their business.
In my head,
are you saying you mad at niggas for wrong?
In my head,
why are you mad at them?
But here's the thing: we gotta think logically.
I was waiting for a black man to get attacked.
Of what's going on?
I feel you, but logically, she can wash this fake apparatus off with soap and water. You know what I'm saying?
She
Put a condom on.
But maybe that was being extra sterile.
It's mental though.
I get it.
I think it's a mental thing.
You're
Like this,
right.
my dick.
Yeah.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Now you wash the car.
Shit.
My motherfucking car.
See, he over here to tell us
it ain't yours.
Look,
She wanted ownership on that motherfucker.
Cause we're like, it's an
You feel me?
object. I get it.
No, that's right.
I
Like
feel you.
I don't know.
I feel you, but
she
you
probably like, yo, for
internalize.
that dick to be hers,
It's
and
hers.
she's slinging this
It's gonna
motherfucker.
have a condom.
She had to put the
Gonna have a
condom on
condom.
it.
That's what she meant.
bitch,
Honestly, I was really fat. I'm like,
Oh,
wow.
my
But this what I don't understand with a
hating
dildo like that. This what I do have a question on.
Good
We went with a
question.
strap on, like does it fluctuate? Like do it stay the same level of hard?
Yeah, baby. It's called because it's not real.
Okay,
so
hey,
it's like middle hard and it stay middle
hey,
hard basically.
Listen, I don't think that shit makes sense. Nobody said.
I was just about to say.
I am a
so-
bullet person. I don't think you need a fucking plastic object is not the same as a man. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh no, it's definitely not the same.
And it's not, and that's what kind of turned me off.
It would turn me off. There you go.
Because she giving you dick anyway.
I
Basically.
appreciate beautiful
Yeah,
women.
that's the
but
difference.
it's like that's not why I was there. That's not why I checked in.
For the
You just wanted to do
You
some
was
soft
there
shit,
because of
some-
Obama winning. Can we go to the first subject?
Y'all cannot tell.
They can see you
we
every
are,
angle, baby.
We are real friends.
Yeah.
We got some real stories. We might get off topic. Topics are for people that don't know each other. We got over a decade worth
Damn.
of history.
I met her in the
and
bathroom today,
stories.
so she not being all the
Except
way.
for- okay, so me and
But what I will say is,
Combine.
Me and these two guys, these are my brothers.
Yeah,
I'm not that type of girl, but like, oh, it's my brother, and then some.
And
These
we-
are my
this is my
siblings.
brother. Like he don't
Every
like that
nigga
gumbo.
Ashley ever dealt with be looking at me like, yo, so this just your brother
Yo,
like that?
Don,
Like, y'all just
listen.
cool like
All right,
that?
hold on.
I be that nigga.
Hey, Don.
I'm that nigga sometimes.
Don,
Like,
Don,
fuck
can
you
I say
mean?
this? Can I
You
say
just
this?
cool with this
Hey,
nigga.
hold on.
Y'all like really like, yo, you ain't
World.
like.
Yes.
nah,
Can we
no,
talk about this?
go
Wait.
ahead.
Done.
Can we talk
Hey,
about
Don,
this?
let me take this
Hey,
opportunity. I'm gonna
can
tell
girls and
everybody.
guys
Like,
just be
Done.
friends?
Y'all just
Can
say
girls and
real
guys that
quick.
are attractive just be friends? Let's
Can I
get
talk to the people real
yes,
quick?
let's
Let me
hear
tell
this.
everybody, to all the niggas that I've been with, past, present, whatever. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Because I know it's been. This man has been problematic in all of my relationships because he a good looking dude.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Tall.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Shade to that.
Don look like a lion.
Don genuine cute
Just
word.
want a lion, nigga. It's the jungle.
He said,
What's wrong with you?
Hey, my brother said to me, he said, he
So
said,
much
you know
yelling.
what? You the only woman that's ever slept in my bed that I ain't never cracked. He said
said
that.
that?
And he
Me?
was, but he wasn't saying it.
what?
He wasn't saying it like he was trying to
Why
crack.
you have to say
Like
that?
he just, cause it's facts.
I
Like,
explained
we
it like-
really
It sound
like he
are
was trying to
siblings.
crack.
No,
Nah,
that's my best
nah.
fucking
He's like,
friend.
just so you know.
We're just two attractive
Listen,
people. Like this,
It's
my
either
nigga.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
know
He
him
either
from him.
love
First
you
of all,
or he trying to crack.
we
No.
know each other 'cause we're just
No.
No, like
It's
this is
been-
like you achieved a certain level of friendship
Can
and
I-
unlocked the
can
level
I-
that
can I
nigga
tell
can
y'all
do.
something?
How did you do
Can
that?
I tell y'all
nigga,
something?
She drew your tarot
Hey,
cards. How she do
hey,
that? How she the only? How she unlocked
I
that?
don't cry, but yes,
I'm
his presence has caused problems in every relationship
Can I
that I've had.
tell y'all
Dead
something?
ass.
Can I tell y'all
I don't
something?
like having friends.
Can I-
This can't be my friend.
Can I tell y'all something?
Why?
Listen,
Why?
every rule has
What the
every
fuck
rule
is
every rule has exceptions.
Yeah.
performer.
When I tell y'all that I agree with y'all on another level, I have a male friend, same thing, very attractive.
Where everybody
and I want to say that if you can be open, if you
nigga.
can be open-minded enough to understand that a woman and a woman can fall in love, or a man and a man can fall in love, you should be open-minded enough to understand
Two attractive people
that
can
two
be friends.
people
So let me
of
explain
opposite
that.
sexes
I agree
can
with
be
that.
friends.
Ashanti, I agree with
And
that.
yeah.
But what I would
Right.
say is this.
I
What
know
would say
him.
is
He
this.
ratchet, yo.
Like, but hold on. But see, what I would say is this. Hold on. Like, even with the girls,
He
that
just
are
said, I have
like
no
that-
woman friends because I'm a savage. That's
No,
what he
I was
just said.
joking. I was joking. I'm not a savage.
Hey,
I'm
pass me that
happily,
paper
you know what I'm
towel.
saying? I'm
Yeah,
changing.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
at this
Plug
point in
something.
time, I was a savage. But what I'm saying is, like, it's more possible for that relationship to be platonic when it's two attractive people. When there's other shit that's like, so like I would say like you would have had to have been through something with that person outside, or like maybe that person dealt with somebody else, you know, or something like, so like for like, it was just never like something we would consider or touch on. But that was rare. Like I had other homegirls who was my homegirls, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I would fuck. You know what I'm saying? If the situation came up, you know, I would fuck. That didn't mean much coming from me at the time.
Yeah.
'Cause I would have did, you know.
Man, anybody.
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah.
like, it's nothing but like, I value the friendship over that. So if you
And
say,
we're
yo, keep
really
this person as a
invested
friend.
in each other like siblings.
Yeah, like keep this person as a friend.
deadass.
It could be, but like, it's like with me and Ashley, it's a rare thing where it's like, it's transcended all that other shit.
I
so
literally,
it don't matter.
I
And
agree
it's
with
been
you.
a long
I said
time, like
it to her.
over 13, 14
But me and
years.
Joel
Like,
just
it's been
said,
a long time.
What is the relationship with the guy you talking about? You said there's an attractive guy
An
that you're
attractive
friends
guy
with,
that I'm
and
just
then-
friends
Okay, so can I ask you,
And
would
then
you
what
fuck
happened?
him though?
Oh.
See, that's where it changed. That's the question. Like, it's like you just can't. And I know about this because I just spent months dealing with this.
Wait,
My bad, that pound was
let
weak.
me finish.
Yeah. So you just can't. My bad, my bad. So you just can't.
Don't
The situation is what stopped. You sound like my
This nigga
motherfucking
Don't do
accent.
can't.
But
Don't do can't. Let me speak. Let me
You
speak.
didn't say yes or no.
Let me speak.
Which means it's a
I
means it's
would.
a yes.
I would. I have already. Let me speak.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Let me speak. Let me speak because it's so important to me. I say this and I say this with so much passion. I really do. There comes a time in your life when you're older, when you're grown, when you deal with people. I think we've all had these people we deal with in our lives that, you know, mentally, emotionally, you're not attracted to that person anymore. From a perspective of what I need in a partner,
Right.
it'll never be there. And they
can't work.
recognize mentally, emotionally, it'll never be that. But y'all bang with each other like friends. And it's funny because this whole thing, I have this conversation with this man. And I said, man, it's so crazy. I could tell your girl might feel away. And we laughed about it. We actually laughed about it the other day. I said, she might feel away because we so cool. I said, but I don't want you. I don't want, and at this point it was even funnier. I said I'm less attracted. I'm a little thicker now. He got slimmer.
You're more attractive.
But so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Hold on, because this is important.
That's what I was
But I'm
thinking.
not-
So like you said, you grow to a certain level, right? And it becomes like, but is it more of that person is now not necessarily the best choice for you or option for you, or you actually don't have those feelings? Because that's the difference.
No. You're right. It's a little bit of both. And because I'm 100, I'll be 100 with you. It's I have found something better. I have found something that is better for me. I can't go backwards. You can't go, for women at least, right? You deal with dudes who are, when we're younger, I think we are just attracted to people, right? We don't really go for the inside.
And when you're older, you what?
And
You
when
choose
you're
what's
older-
best for you after you've been through some shit.
And when you're older, you sort of, I'm
It sounds
very,
like settling. Is that the word?
No.
Yes, nigga.
If
That
I
is
know
what
the
it is.
When everybody's
We'll get to that
everybody's
another
young,
day. Yes,
if you think
You
about
don't
it,
call that settling? What you call that?
It's informed settling. That's what it is.
No, when everybody's young, we just go for what's attractive, don't we? And then when we get older, it's a balance. It's attraction plus what's on the inside, plus what they got going on, all that kind of stuff.
So no, I get that, and I the reason I could speak on it, and I ain't gonna get into too much detail, is because I've seen women, specifically women who are of a certain age and have, I would say, let's just say grown. Like you ain't know, I'm not just going because the nigga's cute. Or he might, whatever. The money is always going to be a factor. Let's just be real. Y'all find a lot of ways.
False.
No, hold on. This is what I'm going to say about that. No, I'm not saying. Wait.
They
I'm
just
not
gave
saying
out a stimmy in the beginning of the year. Everyone got money.
I'm not saying the money is like you choose based on the money, right? But there's no nigga in the world who, if he has more money, is less attractive than if he doesn't have more money. So at the end of the day, it's like a woman having a fat ass. It's always a plus. Some niggas is like, that's all you gotta have.
So many fat
And some
asses
niggas
out
is
here
like, yo,
today.
I'll take it. But like, there's no world where it's like,
right
oh, he's
there,
rich,
bam,
ill.
crazy.
Like, Nah, it's always a price. For some women, it's everything. For some women, it's everything. If you make a certain amount of money, you can fuck certain women, right? Like it doesn't matter what type of person you are, if you have a family, any of that. Some women is like, yo, you got that? Cool. That's all I need. Period. My security. Some women, it's like, I don't need that, right? But I'm just saying this, like,
that's how I am.
Yeah, right. But like,
That's how I am.
but it's like, you know, you get older and you start making decisions differently, you know. And I think when you do get older, having a certain kind of bond, like you said, you might have with dude, you realize how rare that shit is too. Like you've been dating, you've been with other people, you're like,
why'd you say
the feeling ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
Having
like,
friends, period.
Yeah.
Having
so you like,
friends, period.
you value that more, right?
I love
it's like,
that.
yeah, it's like,
real.
yo, like at the end of the day,
Facts.
you know, like I've seen women do that, and I think it's more common with women who've been through some shit or are older to be like, yo, I'll give my homeboy a chance. Fuck it. Like I was just telling my little cousin, you know, she's
so
really pretty.
You think that everyone should be? Do you think like couples should be friends before they're dating?
Because
you could date before.
I'm not gonna say they should be, but it
helps. Or the marriage. If you're not friends, the marriage won't work.
If you're not
friends,
the marriage
saying.
won't work.
I don't think so. I think the marriage will work if you on.
If you're not friends,
it's better.
I'm thinking of Kanye and Kim, and he was like, we were friends first. She was like, nigga, this marriage ain't gonna work.
Friends with mad niggas.
He was like, we were friends first.
But
and she was like, this marriage ain't gonna work.
Ashanti, what do we think about Kanye and Kim's divorcing this year? Is
don't
everybody
give a
like, we knew it was coming? How we feeling?
I don't think.
I don't give a fuck. That nigga needs mental help.
If
you know a therapist, call him. If you know Kanye, call him.
I feel that Kanye's next album is gonna be fire.
It's gonna be
period.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I love Kanye, but
musically,
musically, bro is struggling. Like he been struggling these last couple
Kanye lost
years,
his
bro.
mother. Let me tell you something.
He never dealt with that.
Let me tell you something.
Used to be capable of.
Listen, walk away from his artistic measure. Walk away from whatever you think about Kanye West.
He needs help.
Kanye West is a black man in America.
Or maybe he don't need those triggers that are around him.
Who's from Chicago, who achieved fame, and his mother was his manager, and his
mother died.
No, and his mother died.
That. Like
and
that's it.
And that was his best friend.
And
she died because she had money enough to pay for a surgery that she would never have gotten
if she didn't not been successful. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that Kanye West
never
is dealing
dealt with
something
yeah.
that no one is acknowledging.
Yeah, he never addressed it, bro.
I do think Kim loved him. I really do.
She did, but then
I think that it's too big.
She realized, like, damn.
He's sick.
I think she really realized, like, yo, like, he actually needs help. Like, and I think she went to him and probably said on numerous occasions, as a good wife will, you need help. Like, and if you don't go and get help, I'm out. I don't blame her for that. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you need professional help. You're not just an artist who's creative and loses his temper from time to time. Nigga, you're mentally unstable. His interviews and the way that he acts, any mental health professional who could watch his interviews and be like, this nigga right here has extreme mental issues. Like, he needs to see a therapist. Like, that's it.
And he knows that. Did you see his interview?
I don't think he knows that.
No, did you see his interview with
he does, because he takes pills. Yeah, he'll take.
David Letterman on My Next Guest is like, he knows he's bipolar.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows that. He will literally say,
when
I ramp up, he knows that about himself.
So that's why I'm not mad at her. If you make anybody in my life, if I tell
you're not mad at her. You just said, so you think Kim K's a good wife, right?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I'm not in the relationship.
So would you marry anyone to smash the homie if you knew that she just like smashed?
What homie? It depends on what homie. Not a close friend, but if you fuck somebody I know,
smash the homie.
Nah, I mean the homie who? Like
I work in
who's the
my
homie?
brother? No.
So how about working in the reverse? So say there's 3 girls you had serious relationships with, and 7 other girls that it was all right.
17?
No, I'm saying like 3 girls serious relationship. 3 girls serious relationship, cut them off, put them in a bubble, can't nobody fuck with them.
Yeah.
But the other 7 you just were casual with. Wouldn't you want those? And they were amazing women because you were at Howard and they were like doctors and lawyers.
Because you was at Howard.
Would you be okay with them dating your homeboys? Would y'all not discuss that and have an issue?
Give a fuck.
Nah, I don't think
I'm 31, bro. Like, here's the thing.
Damn, you old, bro.
Nah, like I don't give a like if all it was a moment in passing, and I've been through this situation because I've had many moments in passing. So like if we fucked back in the day in college or whatever, and it's some quick shit, and we still cool, there was never no problem. Like, I don't have no dominion over who you fuck with.
But you gonna tell the homie? The homie comes up and he's like, I love her. I'm in love. You gonna be like, I
Oh,
smashed?
see, that's a difficult question. So
That's
it depends. No, I'm gonna tell you this.
why
It
is that
depends
difficult? You
Because,
wouldn't
no,
tell?
I'm answering, Ashanti. I'm answering.
tell.
It depends on who the girl is and who the homie
would've
is.
known already,
If it's one of my best friends,
You
and
would've known
for
it
example, like to the point where he would invite me to the wedding, or like I would be in the wedding. Like if it was Joel, like one of my closest friends, and I smashed a girl, you damn right I'm telling him, because I owe him that. I don't owe her shit. I owe him the ability to make a real decision with that information, though. Like, because if you don't tell him, it's just like this. It's just like when people are like, oh, you catch your girl cheating on your homeboy. I mean, your girl, your friend, your homeboy's girl cheating on him. Are you gonna tell your homie? Nah, not immediately, but I'm gonna tell her. You better tell that nigga, because if you don't tell him, I'm gonna tell him. Like my allegiance is to him.
So if you
not
saw
you.
one of my joints cheating, you wouldn't tell me?
No, I would tell her to tell you, and I'd be like, if you don't tell him,
You would never tell me?
No, if she didn't tell you, I would tell you.
I'm never telling. Yo,
How much is the time?
My allegiance
How
is to
much
the
time?
homie, not you.
Yeah.
How much time
Like
limit
that.
are you giving her?
I
to
agree.
tell me?
I
Like a
agree.
couple days. I'm gonna hit her back and say,
Done.
yo,
I agree.
nigga.
Maybe every 24 hours.
I'm not
Maybe
telling.
yeah,
So
like maybe
my
20,
joint
like
with
24
another
hours.
nigga.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, you got
And you
24
one of
hours.
my
to tell
best.
him.
He just said, I'll be in Joel's
He's
I'm
gonna
telling
tell you
my-
eventually
I'm
is
telling
what
my
he's
business.
Yeah, I would
saying.
tell
Few
her.
days
But
later,
he's giving her
I
time.
could've. We
He's
could have been
giving
out
her-
the country by then.
giving
Nigga.
her
Nigga, you should have made a
time.
better choice whole
He's
time.
giving
That's
that
on you.
part.
That's
And
on
he's
you.
giving her
Right.
time.
Out
to
that
have
That's
her
on you
first.
paying him.
But
in
he's
full.
giving
Not
her
getting
time
the
to
deposit.
deposit.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
giving
you
her time.
saying
I'm
before you
respecting
show
it
up.
because I've been on the other side of that situation. And when a girl, I've seen a girl like, oh, the friend is out. It's like, yo, can you at least give me like the option to tell her myself? Let me man up and shit. Like, don't just go right back. Or if you're gonna go right back, you better confront me on the spot. Don't look at me and be like, oh, I caught this motherfucker. I'm gonna go back and tell
Man,
the girl.
listen,
Like,
shout out to Erica, shout out to Terry. If it's one of them, I'm telling. Shout out to Ashley, I'm snitching. Shout out to I'm telling.
Like, I just don't believe it.
Who's in
I don't
Erica,
believe
Terry,
that.
and Ashley?
That's the
I hate
homies,
you
and I
girls,
fuck with them
and
too. They
I'm-
cool
and
as
I'm
hell.
telling.
Hold on.
But like, no,
I'm
my thing is,
telling if
Ashanti.
your man-
I was trying to be like, is
but
that
in
your
any
mom, your
situation,
sister? I don't
in
know,
any
like, who?
situation, right? Like, I feel like if you catch somebody doing wrong, right? Period. It could be cheating, stealing, whatever. Give that person the option before you go back and fucking snitch. Like, give that person the option to own
How
up
do
to
you
what they
know?
did.
So walk me through it. It's been 2 days. How do you know if they snitching or
Cause
not?
I'm following up.
How do you know? But
Nah,
you
I'm following
come
up.
to me
Did they
and what are you
teach
gonna
you-
say?
They taught you how to follow up
Hey,
at Howard
hey, hey,
University?
yo,
Did they teach
yo,
you how to
did you
follow
talk
up at
to-
Howard University?
How
Did
do
you
you
talk to
follow-
that
you
ratchet
never
ass
follow-
girl of yours, nigga? Does she have any new
How do you-
information to tell you?
How do you
that girl
physically
just wanna
follow?
screech?
Yo, did you talk to?
Yeah. Did you
Listen, I
talk
don't
to
like
so
no
and so?
snitch.
Yes,
Let me
exactly
tell you, I
like
don't like
that.
no
Did you
snitch.
talk to
I don't
so
like
and so?
no snitch, bro.
And did she tell you
Let me tell you
anything?
Did you
Nah,
talk to
bruh.
your
Everything
hood
cool.
rat street
All right. Well, I'm
I
gonna call
don't
so and so.
buy
Yo, shorty, you got. You remember how that nigga in what's it called, Liam Neeson movie when he was calling like, yo, taken. Yo, I got a very special set of skills. It's called snitching. It's like, go deal with your business before I have to deal with it for you.
Before we get to snitches,
Like if she knows that I'm about to tell you, bro, she has no choice but to tell you. Like, yo, I'm about to snitch on you. Yo, I'm about to snitch on you to my mans. Did you tell him that you was fucking so and so? Oh, okay, you thought I was playing with you, yo, Joe. Your girl's cheating.
And by the way, I love Lori. So
Yeah, she
let
bad,
me
like,
tell you,
let her
let me
live best
and I
life.
definitely
Yeah,
believe in being in your young
bad.
20s and dating.
Lori
and
could
having a
fuck
good
with my
time.
brother and I would fuck with her. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Don't even think that. Period. Like,
She
don't
might
even
have
think I'm
baby
coming
hair
from
of the
wrong way.
year.
What
Like
do
if
you
there's
think,
ever,
though?
if you could give out awards for hair, she
Baby
might
hair.
have.
She
She
has
might
no
have.
baby hair.
She has
Yeah,
the
baby
best baby
hair.
hair.
Who has?
No,
No,
Lori,
I don't think
Lori
there's
Harvey.
anything to be judged.
Lori
I asked,
Harvey.
what do you
So what I
think
what
Who
I
has
know.
better
about
baby hair?
somebody?
No, guess who got
No,
better?
if she could win
Guess
baby
who
hair,
got
the-
better
does
baby
she
hair
have
than Lori
baby
We're
Harvey?
hair?
not talking
Yeah.
about better baby hair. We're
Guess who
talking
got
about
better
better
baby hair?
booty, and Lori
No.
Harvey's winning. Let's get it.
Guess
Talk
who?
about it.
Guess who got better
I
baby
feel
hair?
like no one here is against her living her
look
best
at me.
life. Like,
I
Guess who got
definitely
better
not.
baby hair than
I was
Lori
23,
Harvey?
24. Are you
Me?
kidding?
Bernice Burgoyne.
Yeah, I mean all of them.
She's
Listen,
mad
listen,
old,
listen. I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest. Lori Harvey is in a certain career path that's not new at this point. Like we talking about Kim Kardashian or whatever. Like there's a whole lane of like being a very attractive woman, dating successful men, and like making a career off of it, right? Or like being
Off
a
of it?
desirable, like
Damn.
yeah. I mean, it's just not
Like
it's
who? Who you gonna give
Nigga,
example?
Kim K, like she never
Karuchi?
did
You
it.
gonna say Karuchi?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Influencers.
she's
We are all
She's
dating.
influencer.
Yeah, like
somebody.
she's-
We are
yeah,
all
they're
dating.
look, they
influencers.
date enough niggas that are successful, have a
We're all dating
platform
somebody.
that they can then do whatever they want in their career. So that's not to say
So
like
they needed
Karuchi
a
can't
nigga-
act, but
they
she got a
needed
chance
niggas
to
to
act
make it?
because she fuck with Chris Brown.
Can I ask you
She
a
got a
serious
chance to
question?
act. 'cause
You
she
agree with
fuck-
that?
I don't think you're necessarily saying it negatively, but I hope you're not, because I want to say they're exploiting their.
I wouldn't even say exploiting.
Yeah,
no,
well,
it's an
I
even
mean,
relationship.
Yeah,
Because
they're-
Michael B. Jordan wants to be the nigga dating Lori Harvey too. So at
That's
the
what I
end
was
of the
gonna
day,
say. They're using
it's
each other for the
It's
That's
equal.
listen,
part.
Yeah,
thank
like it's not a
you.
bad thing. Like, and
Okay.
like I look at that
They
type
were
of shit
like,
like.
oh my not. Michael
Just the
B.
business.
Jordan's
Like, me
claiming her.
personally, right? Like, you know
I
me.
would claim her too. She's fucking stunning, and her
Yeah,
dad
she
is
is
Steve
though. But
Harvey.
but here's the thing
What
about
do
the
you
men.
mean? I'll
I feel
claim
like
her.
the men are being like, for me, if I'm Michael B. Jordan, yeah, sure, I would fuck. No disrespect to Lori Harvey. Like, I would fuck Lori Harvey. I would fuck the it girl. I would never want to make the it girl my girlfriend. Me personally.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
I just
why?
don't.
Why not?
Wait,
She's
wait,
an
wait,
it girl.
wait, expand on
Why
that.
not? Why not? She's an it girl.
Expand on that.
All right, this is just
Because
Donny
she hit the
might-
homie?
Pull up on
Just
Don.
'cause she hit the
Don
homie?
will
No.
be
Yeah,
all
Michael
in
might be
it.
cool with
Nah.
Future.
Because like anytime you in a relationship,
I saw
Thank you.
Future.
bro,
at the Black
like I would
Panther
want to
release
ask that
party.
girl,
No,
like,
no.
why are
With
you
Lori
here?
Harvey.
Why are
Okay.
you here?
So
Like I feel like
He's
in that
crying,
situation, she's winning more than bro is. To be honest, like
Why?
Because he been having bad bitches. Like you don't think he's had sex with a girl who looks like better than Lori Harvey?
I'm asking you a serious
I'm
question.
Michael B.
Wait,
Well, who
Donovan.
is she?
Donovan.
Yeah.
Don-
Do you know
I called you by your government.
It's cool.
Don,
Yeah.
what is it about Lori Harvey where you haven't spoken to her intelligence, you haven't spoken to her background, you haven't spoken to her
I don't
talent?
know none of that. I just know her for who she dates.
So
And that's
I know,
what she
but
wanted.
what I'm saying is to say that this man has somehow short-sighted or he's played himself because of what her persona is.
No, I don't think he played himself. I think she's getting more
media.
out of the situation from what I can see. I don't know.
But-
I'm not in
well,
it.
I don't know. This girl comes from money.
Because as far as
she comes
clout,
from money,
which is
Probably-
why she desires to be famous.
But I think it's crazy that he says desires.
And
whether or
dating
not-
Michael B.
but
Jordan is
instead
a
of-
beeline
wait,
to you being able to be
instead of-
famous.
Instead of if I was dating, if I started
Harvey's
dating,
famous, man.
And I'm not mad
if
at
I
it.
started dating Oprah's son.
How
if I
much more
started-
famous is she
Who
now that
that?
she
Listen,
started dating Michael B.
if-
Jordan,
if
bro?
I became an actress, if I was
How
a young,
much more famous is she now than before she fucked with Future?
if I started, if
and
I
before Meek Mill was rapping
But
about
I'm
it.
trying to explain because it's the chicken before the egg argument. If I started dating Oprah's son,
Oprah don't got
and
a
I was
son.
an up and coming Oprah's son, been Oprah's son.
But Oprah's son, they might not have no clout. He
You
might
don't
have
get
a
what I'm
check, but he
saying.
might not be
Oprah's
that
son could be a
guy.
lame.
You saying that?
Oprah's son could be a
She
lame.
would have been Lori Harvey. You be whoever she
That's
wants
why
to
a
be.
girl would rather fuck with like a Future,
sexist.
right, over like a
This
like
is sexist.
a like an entrepreneur
All right,
or like
real
somebody
question.
that's in business because the rapper has more clout.
would you-
Her
He's cooler.
caliber to
Ashanti, would you
why-
rather date Michael Jordan's sons or LeVar's sons or a ball brother?
bruh, let me be very,
Would you rather-
let me be very
It
blatant.
doesn't matter.
I'm not knocking her.
Let
I'm
me
not
let
knocking
me
her.
be very blatantly honest with you because I guess I'm not getting it out clear enough. I don't give a shit who a dude is dating. Money is one thing. I understand how women can date for more money or less money or whatever,
clout
right?
and power.
But clout and power is a man's world.
No.
women
No,
marry.
hell no.
Listen.
Hell no.
Wait,
No.
let me finish why. Let me
Somebody
finish
try
why.
that. Wait,
let
what?
her
Let me
finish
finish
why.
why.
Okay.
I believe, and this is generic. There's exceptions, but I believe that a woman that grows up in privilege and money already is just looking for love. If she ends up
So
with
what
her,
is Kylie
she
Jenner
has her
looking for?
choice. Listen,
She looking for love?
No, listen. She has her choice. She has her choices.
You had all the money, so now you want the clout and the respect.
You don't
think
get
she's
it.
really looking for love?
No. What I'm saying, I feel like y'all don't understand that. Why is it that when a woman, y'all always put this on a woman to be looking for some
No,
sort
I
of
just
come
told you.
up?
No.
But
I just
men-
told you. I said I think they're both in it for the
Michael
reasons
B.
they
Jordan
are. Right?
is winning.
They're-
He's winning for dating Lori Harvey. We haven't heard Michael B. Jordan in the headlines at all. We heard him a little bit earlier this year. He's a new and
But let's
upcoming
be honest.
actress.
Let's be honest. I'm saying if we're talking, let's keep it in the vertical of clout only.
Clout.
And
Yeah.
I don't
doing
know
the thing
Michael
for
B.
clout.
Right. I don't know Michael
Hey,
B. Jordan.
engineer over there, cue that
The
Cardi B
topic.
outfit.
I
clap,
don't
you?
know Michael B. Jordan. I don't know Lori Harvey. And I don't know their relationship, right? But I'm saying if from the outside looking in, if you were to say, which in most Hollywood relationships, clout is at least a part of it, right? So even Kanye and Kim, like I'm not saying they got in it for celebrity or clout,
They were.
but at the end of but at the end of the day though,
Shit
like
ain't love for real.
you're not gonna look
Bro,
at me and
oh,
tell me
fuck
that
what you
Michael B.
talking
Jordan
about.
and
All
Lori
of-
Harvey
nah,
are
fuck
together
what you talking
for
about.
pure love.
Even in these streets, the best certified nursing assistant will get with the dopest drug dealer
'Cause he's
on
popping.
your street, on your block
Right.
for motherfucking clout.
Yeah,
We're not even talking about
yeah.
these
Like,
celebrities.
y'all think about
You know,
that?
we talking about
Yeah.
the girl
And
at
this
the
is what I'm
call
saying.
center with the bar.
And I think if you
okay?
come from money-
Right, and the boy that sell the perks for a little $20 more than everybody else in his hood, they get together and they think they a motherfucking power couple.
Right.
So
It's always that,
mean,
right? So like, if
clout
you
is
come from
always-
money, I would say like if you were raised around money and success, sadly, like if her dad was like some fucking CEO or like a CEO at Microsoft, yes, and I know women like that who grow up and they don't give a fuck about cause they're like, yo, my
Yeah.
dad was Bill Gates' number 2. Like I don't give a fuck about Future, you know what I'm saying, or his 8 baby mamas. But somebody who was raised specifically in entertainment and in LA and had money. Hell yeah, she gives a fuck about clout because I'm not saying that's why she's there, but look at who she's dated, nigga. Like, Of course, you Diddy, Future,
I don't know
and
why
so
I'm
and so
looking
like.
at it like it's her world. It's the
So,
world she's
yeah,
in,
but you
not
just
the guy.
and I'm not mad at it. Ashanti, what I'm saying is,
She
yeah,
wouldn't.
I'm
She
not
wouldn't.
knocking her for doing it. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the men that she's dated in the time she's dated them, she's clearly there for some level of clout, and that's okay. It's okay for her to have that. I think as a society, we need to get to a point where we're okay with a woman doing that. We need to be okay to say, look, like I said, that's a career path.
What if I
you
say?
lit.
What if I just
You
call
the baddest bitch. If Diddy wants to fuck with you and Future wants to fuck with you, exercise that. I'm okay with that.
And Diddy's son want to fuck with you.
What if I don't say
Yeah.
clout? What if I don't say clout and I say well-calculated relationships?
That's what my ex did. It's like,
Well calculated
crying.
That's a
relationships.
good one. That's cute.
Well calculated.
I'm
Clown.
just-
Do
I'm just
people,
saying,
For the
like,
record,
do people
his
take it
ex
serious
was
or
a
not?
real one.
Like, hold on.
For a
The
second,
episode.
listen. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. This ain't never happened to me. Anybody that knows me knows that I'll never admit that I would never do this. But I will admit I have. Only reason why I say I have to be wrong in an opinion I strongly had is because I got a girl sitting right here that sound opposite of what the fuck I thought we was thinking.
No,
It's not bad.
Sounds
It's just like
complete.
I'm like men
Yo,
think
you
about
want some
this
bad
shit.
footy?
So that happened to me on a clubhouse.
blew my
the other day.
mind.
Oh,
All right.
like,
So when does LA open up? For never or
I mean,
we
you
just
look
going
at
to
this
we just going to
podcast,
The
right
Atlanta?
now.
30th of February.
We going to Atlanta, Miami.
The 30th of February. So
There you
did
go.
anybody go to
I
Atlanta?
wonder, can they see me sweating?
Did anybody go
We
to
got 2
Atlanta in
minutes,
2020? Nah, it just looks like you have a healthy glow, bro. Did anybody go to Atlanta in 2020? Anybody?
Nah, I heard it was wide open.
Atlanta is twice as popping as it was before COVID.
Because it's like the only spot.
Atlanta's so lit between that and Miami. It also, so we all have DC in common. By
Houston
the way.
was open too. I went to
Oh,
Vegas.
Houston is open
I went to
all the
Vegas
way.
and Houston.
Yeah,
Vegas
Houston's
and
open
Houston.
all the way. It was
One
vanilla
thing-
last week.
one thing-
Texas
one
one that was
thing-
at the Capitol riot. If they came to you, they
Go
need to
ahead,
hire you.
yeah.
Let us out.
How would I defend someone at the Capitol riot?
Yeah, if they needed, if they hired you,
How could you do that to me right now?
Ashanti's a lawyer, everybody. So that's
I'm
the
not a lawyer.
background.
I will be a lawyer.
Period.
Hopefully in a week we'll
I'm
find out.
claiming that. I don't give a fuck.
I'm claiming it.
Claim it!
You're a lawyer.
Shout out.
You gotta speak
Honestly
it into
though,
existence.
the way I'm. Never mind. I won't do that.
The way I'm set up.
The way I'm set up.
So are we
no,
talking
I've,
about this-
I've had some cases. I'm beating myself. So anyway,
But that makes
the Capitol.
That
How
makes
would I
the best
defend-
lawyer.
if
Sit
I
back
could
and
defend
watch.
someone at the Capitol, it would obviously be constitutional. You try to argue that they were invoking their constitutional rights to express themselves. We have those. We have those rights in place,
Literally.
but there are limits to the rights you have, right? So you have freedom of speech, but you can't incite a fucking riot, and that's what those fuckers did. And on top of inciting a riot, they
That nigga's
declared
going down.
present danger and all that stuff. They
Yeah,
did
there is
everything.
no defending-
And I
first,
want to
yeah, I'm about to say, there is no defending
emphasize.
if you was
I
there.
want to emphasize that if that
right.
was
Right.
any other race, Asian, Black, Hispanic, Native American, Vietnamese, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I say Asian, but you get my point. We would have lied dead in the street.
Oh, that's
Or
not
if you
even-
the
There was
president.
bombs
You know
would have
that.
gone off,
Yeah,
and
everybody know
that.
And do you know what the worst was?
But to
This
be
is privilege. All you do is get
but
banned
but
from
to
social
be
media.
and
That was
this
the
is
worst
my
result.
issue. My
That's not
my
it. Some more
anger
things gonna
my
happen.
anger probably stems deeper because my issue with that is the law is a set of rules. It's just it's words, and when you see
and
words that
strength in
say
numbers.
if you incite a riot, this will happen, and you see people standing on federal property, which is another thing.
Yeah.
You're standing on federal property doing what the fuck you want to do and
Whole
coming
nother
in and looting. I'm like, it is white privilege against
height.
discretion. I mean, it's telling us
At its height.
that the laws don't apply. The laws don't apply.
I mean, so here's my thing with this whole
Shit.
shit, right? Even with the whole, since we're talking about it, the whole
Shit.
Trump presidency is like, I guess because I was raised in a household where I was made to be aware of all this shit. But like, the level of surprise that people have, it's like, bro, he scripted this whole, like, he forecasted this whole shit, like, step by step by step. So when people are like astonished and, oh, I can't believe they
They're
would do
not.
that, like,
They're not really.
I'm just like, bro, like, why not? Like, if you look at what happened, you can see step by step how this whole shit was planned out, and it was, you know, exercised on by the people who wanted it to happen. Like, at the end of the day, people like, even with Trump, like, we know he's a piece of shit. Everybody knows that. Like, as a human being, fuck your politics.
But he wasn't even meant to. He's a puppet.
Right.
He's
And but the thing
meant
about
to
it is
that
like this
part.
level of like, I take real issue, especially with black people who are like, oh my God, this is such a departure from the norm. Like,
No,
bro, like, let me
no.
tell you something. All Donald Trump did was take the motherfucking condom off. That's it. You think he's more racist than Richard fucking Nixon was? No, he's not. Like, he's not more
He was
evil
new
or nothing.
age
He just
racism.
isn't
Richard
polished
Nixon
enough.
that
All
nigga
that
got
happens is
peas.
he's
That
not
nigga-
polished enough to play the game the same way. So he
Yeah.
lies to you where you can tell that he's lying. Obama was lying to us, and a lot of times
He's
where
actually
he couldn't tell he was being
polished.
lied
It's
to.
not
Like,
even
all
that he's
politicians
not
lie.
polished to do it the same. He's
Yeah, he don't
polished
give a
to
fuck.
be out front.
But
do what he
are
wants
you
to do in the
villainizing?
most-
Now, wait,
And
wait,
nothing-
wait.
no problem.
Hitler
I don't
fashion.
even want to
Don't
talk about
got
Barack.
caught
Don't
up,
villainize
nigga.
Obama now.
I mean, I'm not villainizing. I'm saying he lied too. All politicians lie. So
He
don't
lied.
take the
He
line
lied
from
in
Trump and
places
say,
that don't really matter
Trump
as much.
just made people
That's
feel
what
worse.
matters.
Hey,
bro.
hold on.
What I was
What?
getting at, it was Ashanti was specifically, and I don't want to get too deep into it because we could talk about Obama
We
if
can
you
get
would
really,
like to.
Wait,
If you would like to.
Can I say this? Cause
That-
We talking about inauguration? Before?
no,
Like-
wait,
like they
Don,
did-
Don. I know you grew up in a political
We
family.
started
so
talking
did I.
about inauguration. That's how we
Yeah,
started talking about
like,
women.
all I'm
and
saying is,
strap-ons
all
and
I'm saying is,
condoms
I
on the
take
strap.
I
That's
take
how we-
real issue
we
with
started
black
talking about the
with black
inauguration.
people
We went
acting
there.
like, oh my God, like all of a sudden, oh racism in
Don,
the White House.
but
Where
Don,
did this
but
come
Don,
from?
but
Like,
Don,
bro, what
but
the
Don,
fuck are y'all
but
surprised?
Don,
Like
but
this
Don,
been what it is.
but Don,
White
what
people could have
issue?
stormed the Capitol at any point in time.
But
when they
Don, what
wanted to.
issue do you have with black people finally realizing that or understanding that white people have covered it
Because
up for
I
so
don't
long?
like the incremental.
What issue
I'ma
do you
tell
have? Do you
I'ma
not
tell
understand?
Because I hate the way that black people in America are constantly emotionally fucking manipulated, and we don't stay on track with shit.
Emotionally
Yes,
manipulated.
all we
That
do, all we
part.
operate
That's
off
power.
of is our latest
How-
motherfucking trauma.
But so
How we got
they
treated
shot
during
this person.
slavery.
How
Don,
they
Don,
did
if you saw a girl, if you saw a
Why?
woman, Don, I watched Friends.
Hey, out of all people in America,
we-
black
we
people should
lit.
be the least fucking
We lit
surprised
now.
by this.
Don, if you saw, because I know I watched.
Niggas
I
acting like
watched
racism is
Don,
brand new.
I watched
What the
Forensic
fuck is wrong with
Files.
y'all?
Don, I'm a crime fanatic,
Can't
right?
believe
Wait,
Donald Trump
Don,
is racist.
I'm a crime
The president.
fanatic. I watch Forensic Files. I watch all these things where women are like abused, right? So like, or people are abused. So like, if you watch a documentary and you see a woman who's a victim of like a pimp or something like that, or like manipulation, right? And you watch her. What if you watch her and she's trapped in? Because this actually happened. She's trapped in the house for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Then she gives birth to a child, and that child is trapped in that same house,
The
and
cycle.
manipulated by that man.
I'm not
And
mad
it's
at black people.
It's a
for what we been
cycle.
through. I'm
But
not
you
mad.
sound like it, and
No,
I think you
said
need to shift.
specifically. No, I'm saying let's take out. I'm talking black people who are politically engaged
Yeah.
and like have these conversations.
But
I'm
they're
not talking
not
about those
really.
of us who have been in this cycle and been lost, because there's a lot of us who have. What I'm saying specifically is people who are in the political process, who are involved with this shit, and who have opinions and stances on.
They're not
on politics.
evolved if they're saying what you're saying.
But a lot of people are. Like even
Mm-hmm.
even my parents' generation, right? They have this like, oh my God, Donald Trump did this or said this and this and this, and we act like it's all of a sudden
Yeah.
that much worse than
Yeah.
what has been for 400
Yeah.
years. And it's like, bro, like if anybody shouldn't be surprised by this bullshit,
but-
it should be
yeah,
us.
I
like,
agree.
I don't know why y'all think that this is like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like for the masses and
I
the white
agree with
public,
you, though.
the white public, they should be the ones that are like, oh my God, our democracy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, but for us, it's like, yeah, I mean,
same old,
nothing,
same old, no
nothing
matter
he's
how you
done.
get it.
Donald Trump is an embodiment of a privileged white man in this society,
and
he
he's
ain't
just
no
showing
different.
it. He's just displaying it.
Yeah,
He's
so,
not
and I
covering
get that.
it
And
up.
to me, like for me, I voted against him because I'm not one of them like, don't vote. The
'Cause he
system
white,
don't matter at all.
you were
right?
learning.
But because I think
he
that,
used to be that. He used to be.
I did used to be like that, right? But I
He
realized,
used to be
like,
a
yeah,
don't
actually,
vote
my vote
nigga.
does matter, but it wasn't from a racial perspective. If I'm being honest, my biggest issue with him is that the disrespect. I do feel like there's a certain value in the respect for the office, like the position itself. Like,
Democracy.
nigga, you're not qualified. Like, so,
Democracy.
and yeah, like, fuck the politics. Let's put that to the side. Like, as a human being, you're not qualified to lead this. Like, I don't give a
But
fuck.
what you're feeling is honestly, truly democracy. You are feeling that. And
right.
you
But
know,
I think that's
the
different from
fairness.
a lot of people wanted to portray him as substantially more racist than the presidents we've had before.
No,
when in reality,
no.
that's just not true.
That's
He's
the
the
media,
most racist president
but that's
ever.
the
Like,
media.
you're not gonna tell me he was more racist.
No,
than
no.
Richard Nixon called us niggas in the office. It's
No,
on
listen.
tape.
Donald
Didn't
Trump,
survive. You keep you use
He
a better
did survive.
comparison.
No.
Nixon
First
didn't
of all,
survive.
most
What do you
white people
mean?
listen. Most white people are racist. Most of them. Most
So
of
what do you
them.
I
think-
wouldn't agree with
So
that.
what do you think?
My
about
dad
Joe?
feels
I
that way. I don't
think-
agree.
no,
Hold on.
no,
What do you
if
think
we're
about
just-
Biden? It's been 72
Let
hours
me-
of this
let-
thing in office.
So listen, let me.
And what? And
Well,
we just asked, what do you-
racist. I wouldn't say most white people are racist. I would say most
I
white
just
people
know
are
what you
A
just-
part
racially,
of, yeah, I know what you're saying.
racially ignorant.
Yeah.
Racially a part of a society where
Yeah,
even the
very- I'll
liberals
give you
don't
that.
understand us. Even the Republicans,
Socially unaware.
they don't even fuck with us.
Right, but here's
and
my thing with
socially
that. Here's
unaware.
my thing, and I take
And
issue with
so-
that too. I take issue with that too because
But we're addressing it now. I mean, it's up to us to finally.
it's a
speak
different
on that
moment. It's a
shit.
reckoning,
It's a
right?
moment.
So I think Biden, to answer your question, Joe,
Go ahead.
My thing with Biden is, again, if we talk about us as black people being emotionally, like we respond so much to different stimulus, right? But we don't get into the details and the weeds of what we want and how we want the change to be, right? So even with the inauguration, I see a lot of people, and it's great. I love this about my people. Everybody's happy with the poetry and the fucking
outfits are
like
nice.
like they love giving us, these Democrats especially, they love giving us inspirational
But we need a
moments and
fucking
shit.
plan.
Yeah, like bro, I'm over
Yo,
that
let's
bullshit.
execute
Like
this shit.
I was inspired. I was inspired and moved emotionally when Barack got elected.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, results. I don't give a fuck about that poetry. I love that young lady.
I need
Great,
metrics, but I need metrics.
Great job
I
for
don't
her.
want-
Yeah,
I
like,
don't
bro,
need
I
this
don't give a
bullshit.
fuck about all the moments. You
when
can
it
have the
comes-
moments. I don't want the moments. All
when-
her
when it-
nephew wore Dior's. I don't give a fuck.
When it comes
I don't
to
give a
it-
fuck.
when it comes
I don't
to
give a
the
fuck.
moments.
Social justice reform, nigga.
I'm
Fuck
here.
them
Listen,
Dior's.
listen. I'm
Social
here.
justice reform.
I completely 100% mirror
All
what
that
the fuck you're
bullshit.
saying. It's just
Oh my
like,
God, look at her outfit.
it's like, give me
I don't give a
numbers.
fuck.
But you got to
100.
understand that historically, we're working from where we're at in this point in time. And I think because we
Stop
passed,
taking crumbs,
because we
bruh.
passed
Ashanti,
Martin Luther King, we're
Ashanti,
like now like,
Can I talk to you
we
about
want metrics.
historically working from where we're at, having an understanding, our people, and even stop taking crumbs?
so the issue I have with colorism, racism, everything, all these isms in this politically correct world we live in, is that we're going so fucking hard to protect everybody
Yeah.
that we're almost on the flip side, and that was
Well, we're
what
not
that was
protecting nobody,
that was
and
what we're
and
just
we're
flipping to the other
demolishing
side.
ourselves
That
right
was
there,
that was a
bro.
culmination of I had to ask a homeboy of mine.
Niggas want to
that-
be offended
a
so
white-
bad.
yeah, a white
Damn,
boy,
bro.
a white boy,
Niggas wanna
a
be
white,
offended.
a white boy that I went to when I cried when Trump won when I was in law school, and a white boy I just needed to ask him. He told me he voted for Trump right before. I mean, before we realized what Trump really all the things. He felt left out. He said, as a white man in America, I feel left out.
I'm a bad person.
From what
anyway
happened in
I
the
cut,
Trump.
anyway.
Yeah, no matter how you
it's
cut it from
true.
Trump presidency. So let's transfer that to colorism. And I feel like right now, chocolate darkness is in. And my ex-husband is really, really high yellow. And I remembered feeling like, oh shit, like an actual shift. And I've never been a girl that has had a preference. All my exes look different shades. I've never been into
What
that.
kind of shift?
Me
But
either.
there's
I never
some sort
got
of
that.
shift of the black man.
Because you?
There's a black man with a
good.
black
No,
beard.
I'm not.
There's the
Right.
black
You
man
was
with the
in
black
it.
beard
You
right
definitely
now. There's
like
the
that.
chocolate
I'm
woman.
Hennessy Brown.
And so we're winning. We're winning in the way
No,
that
you're
light
not.
skinned women were
Donna's
winning.
light skin, right?
So I
So it's
guess
like, yo,
I
you
do-
should
and
be
guess
aware of
what,
that.
Ashanti? You're a Howard University woman. That's what I'm saying. It's the education, the knowledge. Like even like
Like, you gotta kinda know it was tone deaf. That's the thing, it's
coolest
tone
monkey
deaf.
in the jungle. H&M has the budget. You should have had the budget to have people that are self-aware enough to know that releasing the one black boy on the site with kinky hair that's looking like Joel's fro right now to say,
His
hey,
mom didn't care.
hey, to say,
but
hey,
it's awareness.
maybe this one
It's a
little
certain
black
level of
kid
awareness,
don't
yeah.
need
But
you. You
Speaking
still
of
like
bad
woman
moves,
color.
what about verses? You think Keisha Cole's bad move?
Ooh,
I didn't watch that.
She said the
Ashanti
screen
won.
was blurry.
I
Keisha
didn't watch
showed up late.
She was an hour and a half late. And she said her
seemed
verses was
angry.
blurry. They
Ashanti
claimed
won.
that she had an attitude. I thought she was.
The
Ashanti
best thing
won
I'll say
because
on
of
it
her
is
class.
that certain people, you know,
and they got that bad
Ashanti
like I think
held
Keisha
it
Cole's a
together.
very talented young
But
lady.
Ashanti held it
I
together.
think that
They
if
played
you
the whole
had the
angry syndrome,
opportunity,
and I didn't like that.
if you had the opportunity to,
They played the
you
whole
know,
angry
I'm not gonna say
women syndrome
jumpstart
on
because
it,
she had a
and
lot
I
of
didn't
success,
like
but like,
Ashanti held it together, and I'm proud.
yeah,
of
but
her.
like you see why,
We're
like,
talking about
alright,
Keisha
you
Cole first. and
Yeah,
then
but you
Ashanti.
see
But
why,
Ashanti
like you see
won.
why people's certain careers go certain ways, like this
because
how
you
you carry
difficult.
shit.
You don't know how to
Like,
pick some shit
yeah,
up.
like,
Suck
alright.
it in. You know, on
You-
Mondays
you're
I
not
don't
a
want to talk to
professional. Like, you're
nobody,
just not a
and I
professional.
suck that shit in, and I had my meeting.
What do you think about
She
it?
didn't
What
do
you think
her
about
shit.
Keisha Cole first. About
Keisha
verses?
Cole should've
Just
sucked that
only
shit in.
about
So
her-
first
the-
of all,
Hey,
I've
yo,
seen a lot of people
That's
show
why you
up.
Keisha Cole and Beyonce is Beyonce. That's just what it is.
That's what it is.
That's
You
just
gotta
what it
suck
is.
it in.
Your
Suck it
professionalism
up.
is
I
lacking.
kn- these
Yes.
are not
Yeah,
my
you need to
thoughts
do a
and
better
Work
fucking
on
job.
it.
It's
His.
that simple.
I
Gucci
just
man
want-
can make it on time. You can too. What the fuck?
Yes.
Was he on time?
Like, yeah.
She was so late. It was
They was,
disrespectful.
it's like a 20-minute grace period.
I was
but
doing
damn.
hair. I was doing a girl hair. We were ready.
Beyonce
Like,
don't make niggas wait an hour
we
and a
were
half. baby.
excited.
Come on now.
Lauren Hill lost her whole
Lauren
career.
Hill-
We love
Yeah,
Lauren.
Yeah, like all that
Lauren
late
Hill.
shit.
But
was
you would
whack.
still
I'm
go to
not
a
a
Lauren
fan
Hill
of
show
nobody,
if you had
but
a
I am a
chance.
fan.
Nobody
But
goes to those
Keisha's
because she's
not
always
Lauren
late and
Hill.
I
never
don't stand
there.
out over nobody. Beyonce.
Lauren
could
Hill
stand
is
right
not.
here. Lauren Hill.
All respect to the
They are-
queen, but
Lauren
she's
Hill
now
is-
more known, sadly, for
For
being late and not
being
showing
late,
up
yeah.
than she is for her album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, fuck it. Like, you don't want this? I mean, I go on Spotify and listen to your shit. Your best music is behind you, for real. So at the end of the day, I can always go listen to I Should Have
But you
Cheated.
rather make it hard.
On Apple Music or
That's actually
Spotify.
bad.
I
Like,
played that on the way here.
yeah,
I
like,
have
we
it
don't need
recorded.
you here. No
It's
disrespect.
amazing.
Like, we don't need you here live. Sorry, Keisha. No disrespect, but like
Shout out to Keisha Cole though. I
Shout out to
listened to
her,
your
but
whole
like,
You
album
think what
on the way
Ashanti
here.
doing the verses?
I didn't
Ashanti's
watch. Like I
amazing.
told you, I just knew Keisha
I
Cole's
think
out.
I said
I felt like
Ashanti,
that was
and it's not just
disrespectful.
because of my name. I said Ashanti was gonna win. No, I said Ashanti was gonna win because I felt like you could play Ashanti's music from the beginning of the album to the end of the album with no cuts in between, and she wrote her music. I feel like Keisha Cole was amazing and had pain and all that good stuff, but I felt like Ashanti was almost stunted in her growth because of Murder Inc. instead of like because of her own doings. I feel like Ashanti was a more
and I said
powerful
that.
No
writer.
disrespect to Ashanti, but to
Powerful
be honest,
writer.
I think she's a cool artist. Like she's a good.
She was a good artist.
I forgot
she
she was
ain't
from
like-
New
Cole's
York
a better
until the show.
singer.
I don't think she
I
had the
know her
talent
whole
level
life
to
now.
like.
She told us the
It
whole
takes a
life.
lot of
Ashanti
talent
was
to
like
be
the
able
girl
to like
next door.
leave a situation. Shout out to like Freddie Gibbs or 2 Chainz. Like when you can leave a certain situation
And still be a
and
star.
still like
And
it
still
takes
be
a lot
star
to
from
do that.
Georgia.
Like
Hello.
so, I don't think she had
feel
that
you.
level to be like I like.
But neither one of them did because Keisha.
I think Keisha Cole did though. I just think her professionalism and choice making was
she was
lacking.
bad.
Like
Keisha Cole's a better
talent-wise, I think
singer.
she had it.
She
Like,
had it.
I think she
had
had
it.
it.
So what
you know?
verses
They
would you
both
want to
had
see? If you can make a verses,
I want to see
I already
Beyonce
said
versus
it.
Rihanna.
I want to see genuine.
Damn, really? Rihanna
I wanna
up to
see-
Beyonce
No,
I
already?
want to
no,
see
they're not
Rihanna
the
and
same.
Beyonce, or I want to
They're
see,
not in the same realm.
or I want to see,
They're not in-
or I
I
want
want
to
to.
see.
He was
They're not in the
Rihanna,
same
Beyonce, y'all
realm.
don't
They're
date
not in
together?
the same realm.
That's,
How
that's
not?
the one that breaks the
Beyonce
internet.
is what I mean. I'm a female. What I get for Beyonce and what I get from Rihanna, two different things. I
But
want
as
to.
a
I
star,
want to
as a
hang
star,
out with
they in the
Rihanna.
same realm for sure.
But Beyonce is a mega star.
And so is Rihanna.
Rihanna is
You
a
know how
mega.
many number ones Rihanna got?
Rihanna is a mega star in a different way.
Nah,
She is-
music.
Rihanna.
She's like
Rihanna,
number 2 and number
So who
1.
is
Rihanna-
Rihanna to you? Like, what
Rihanna
do you
is a
mean?
rebel. She's the homie.
Who is
Nah,
Beyonce
the
then?
No
homie don't
one
got
was
like
there
10
to
number
tell
ones.
you.
Like,
Maybe
A
Beyonce
whole
versus
group of
Adele.
Pure
Maybe
white
Beyonce versus
horse.
Adele.
Adele.
Yes, nigga.
shout out to Adele. I
Hit
fuck
to
with
hit.
Adele.
She said
heavy.
hit.
I love her
If
music.
we going hit to hit, if we going hit to hit.
Rihanna got more hits than Beyonce. No
You don't-
cap.
Listen.
Does
Wait,
she?
wait.
Check your Googles, B.
Wait. Don,
Check your
I kid
Google,
you
B.
not. Beyonce versus Rihanna, I'm choosing Rihanna all day. Any nigga that, if I ask a nigga, I'm dating a nigga that chooses Rihanna all day. But I'm saying that
You're
the
dating
respect I have
the
for
man
Beyonce,
that chooses Rihanna.
the
Over
respect,
Beyonce.
the respect I have
The
for
white nigga
Beyonce.
chooses
You're dating a man
It's
that
like-
chooses anything.
As a
other
person,
than-
though, Beyonce's like bigger than
Baby,
music.
let me tell you something. You
Beyonce's-
need to be dating a man
Beyonce's
be like, I ain't got nothing
untouchable.
to.
We're not
You
gonna-
need to be dating a man that
we're
say
not
I ain't got
gonna do
nothing to do with that.
We're
That's
not
who you
gonna
need to
play
be
that
dating,
game.
and I'm
Hold on,
trying to
hold on.
help
The
you
reason I
out.
say I want to
Beyonce
see
won.
it's
She be
because
like, I
the
ain't
way I
got-
look
the
at
man that
verses,
say I ain't got no
it's
opinion on
just
that. That's
music.
who your
The way I
husband
look at
is.
verses,
Genuine versus Usher.
You know,
That's what I
hell
wanna
no.
see.
Are you out
That's
of your
what I wanna see.
mind?
Usher
Nah.
will smoke the shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
chill.
like shout
Chill.
out to
Don't
Genuine.
fuck with my
I got
husband.
pictures
Shout out
of
to
him when I
Genuine.
was 17.
You hung out with Genuine?
Yo, Don.
Don.
We are off
Not
in
my
the
best friend.
DMV.
He was the
homie.
Genuine.
I definitely
from
used his
DC.
name to get some
Don.
pussy that night too.
Don.
Not gonna talk
You
about
know how
Ty,
much I love
but
you.
shout
I'll
out
show you the
Genuine
pictures right
from
now.
the
Don,
DMV.
show me the pictures.
That nigga's listen, bro.
Shout
I
out
got-
to
Usher will
DC, Maryland,
smoke
Virginia.
Genuine.
Genuine got
Usher
bangers
got a verse
though,
like who?
but he
Usher?
can't fuck with Usher.
Who got
Whoa!
Justin
Wow!
Timberlake?
Wow!
Genuine is like
You don't
JT?
have to
Give me
say
a song better than
what you
Pony.
did.
Go. Give me a
Actually,
song
Cry Me a
by
River is one of
Usher
the hardest
better
songs
than
ever.
Pony.
I was in LA. I was with my ex-girlfriend.
No.
I told you, baby,
No,
I'm
you're doing
working.
burn.
Oh, I was out
Wait,
doing my
wait,
thing.
wait.
Confessions, the whole album.
Confessions was his.
What, think about you
masterpiece.
getting hurt?
Best R&B
Confession
album.
was his
I was in the Beverly Center like, damn, not giving a damn who
No,
sees me.
I said
Why-
Genuine. I said take the 90s. To
You ain't say
90s.
take a decade.
So Anxious. Give me a song better than So Anxious.
It's not a lot. Genuine has bangers.
What the fuck? He's our
In
childhood.
large part due to Timberland
He's our sexual
and his
childhood.
kid.
Cut this out.
He is the
Usher
other
will
R. Kelly.
sweep Genuine.
He's R. Kelly's
in the
child.
first 5 songs.
Fucking child. You're tripping.
He will sweep
You
him in the
just want to
first
fuck Genuine.
No.
And you want to put that to his
He's
music.
receding.
His abs. His abs too.
Yo.
Look at his abs in the
No,
pony.
his
titties.
abs don't look like that no more.
Listen, Genuine. Listen, I don't
Look,
want to
I
fuck
get you.
Genuine.
I'm a big
I
Genuine
have a-
fan. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm in
Genuine
love.
actually
I
has
have
more
a
Actually,
hit songs than
Don
people
and
give him credit for.
Genuine are
I
friends.
don't
I'm gonna let
He
the
has
cat
more
out the
hits than people
bag.
give him credit for. I will give you that. But he's like a good matchup with like.
Boy, you ain't no damn Genuine fan.
He like a good matchup
He's,
with like.
this
ain't
Genuine's
no
one of his best
fan.
friends.
Usher.
This is Genuine.
That's
No,
what I'm
Usher's
saying.
out
You're
of his
his
league.
friend. You're
Usher's
not
out of
his
his league.
fan.
All I
know
Like,
is
get out of
Excuse
here.
Genuine is like. Genuine is like a good matchup for like
nigga.
Avant. You know what I'm
You gonna make
saying?
me fuck you up. Don't you
Avant
dare.
got bangers.
I
Hey,
can't walk
coffee.
in the club.
Coffee,
Avant
y'all.
get one song. on. That's it. We're not getting any no more clout.
Mine has like 5.
Y'all can please listen. No, First Love is the only real one.
How can I see that?
All the rest of them,
I
we
can
let him
read
slide.
your mind,
I don't give a fuck
babe.
about that. Joe.
I know what
You
you're
put a Vaughn
thinking.
against
I know
Joe.
what you.
Put Avant against Joe and call it a
It's
night.
all right. That's a banger. That's a banger.
It's all right.
Let's not lie. bro, Avant has.
Avant against
I've
Joe.
been telling people this for years too.
Don't disrespect
Avant also
him.
has.
Disrespect him. You disrespect
Should have left your lying ass in.
You
I don't want to be with you.
You
Put that
disrespect
on everything.
Still.
All right,
You just
listen.
You tripping?
All right, listen. I got a question for like
He
before we
just not
go.
no star.
I got a
like
real
that.
question. I got a real question for the ladies before the low, because I feel like there's a thin line. What do you
Between
consider?
love
What do you
and hate.
consider a nigga being thirsty? Because I feel like that word gets
man, we
tossed
ain't got
around
time.
way
We got
too
like 3
much.
minutes.
A nigga, you don't. A man.
What do
A
you
man.
feel? No, between thirst and being attracted to you, because
I
I have
got
a lot
you.
of.
It's who the
I have
nigga
a lot
is.
of woman friends.
That's
That's
it.
like, this
That's
nigga's
all it
thirsty.
is.
And then a lot of women's like, this
They thirsty
nigga
because they don't want him.
This
That's
nigga
it.
don't.
If they want the nigga, it's cool. You can stand outside the door and it's not stalking, nigga. That's it.
Listen.
You
That's
can
it.
have
Thank you. I want to ask the ladies before we go. I said,
All
thank
right.
you. Don said it. I didn't want to
Down for
say
the
it.
9
Guys.
trays.
So thirst is for the nigga.
Hey.
Well, if they say you thirst, it's for the
The
nigga
man
they
is the
do
difference
not want.
between a Me Too case and a marriage, nigga.
All
That's
right.
the difference.
All right.
That's it.
I'm gonna break
That's
it.
who the guy
I'm gonna
is.
break it. This is Ashanti. I'm gonna break it down for the 9 tray. All right.
Period.
What Don said just now is absolutely motherfucking correct. So you got to figure out which nigga you are, because what's really happening is
You gotta read it out.
What's really
Yeah.
happening is niggas is 47 years old, still thinking they 26. They think they still look like that nigga. They
She
just
said
know
if
they
they
don't
feel
look like
thirsty,
that.
if
So,
they feel thirsty,
don't
probably
become
thirsty.
please don't become the old geezer. Don't
dare
become
he?
don't become if you catching I'm scared
If
of
they
you
feel
vibes.
thirst, they probably
If
thirst.
you catching I'm scared of you
just gotta- I
vibes,
feel like as a
you
man,
need to
you
pay
gotta
attention.
read the situation
You gotta
out.
read
Like,
it. You gotta open your eyes.
I was never, even
and
though in my
read what it
biggest
is.
savage of days, I was
You're a
never the
creep.
nigga who was like, I'm gonna try like
Period.
this hard with every
Period.
girl. Like, you gotta read it out. Like, see
She
how
like
she's.
you, if she don't
Yeah,
like
before you go.
it's
Some
body
niggas go
language.
0 to 100 and like, yo, would
Bro,
you
I'm
let
like,
my
how did he
man do
not
that?
know she don't like him? I just had this conversation with a homeboy.
Because it's
of
hard for
mine.
men to read though.
Oh, you
Y'all,
figured out the,
Fuck wrong
the
with
wrong
y'all?
way.
This is
You
the
figured
question
out
for
the
the
Bill
ladies. So
Cosby
when-
way.
When do you know if you like him?
Nah, not
or-
that way.
When do you
we
know?
ain't go that way.
All right, not when you know you like him, but when is it
I don't
between?
drop pills.
A
Oh,
creeper,
man.
a creeper, and everything.
Wait till
Yeah,
you
I
fall
like this
asleep.
attention. Oh, this
That's not
nigga is
funny.
thirst.
Open your. Oh, listen.
I think it's from the
Listen.
beginning. For the first
Listen.
10 seconds you meet a nigga, you know if you will smash him or not.
Yes.
And then the rest is up to him.
Open your. Listen,
It
men.
starts like, yeah, I was mad.
Bro.
Whatever comes
Men
out your
need
mouth
to
is
open
like,
their
nah.
eyes. Listen.
Depends on
The same way a girl
I'ma
knows whether a
definitely
guy's
call
trying
the
to treat her
cops
like a
and my
wifey
uncles and
or treat her like a
fathers
smash
on
is the same way that a man should know and recognize when he's engaging with a woman
Who likes
what
him.
she who
Right.
likes, if she likes him or if she's scared
But
of
unless
him.
you had a lot of use cases like I did, then you might not know, right?
A lot
Like,
of
if
what
you only talk
cases?
to 3 women a year, like, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot
I
of
don't
case
want to hear your
studies.
ass.
You
3
feel me?
cases. Fuck
Yeah,
outta
so
here.
I was doing experiments.
get off
I
my
know
phone.
exactly
You
what the
in
fuck is
here.
going on
Don
when it's
capping.
going on.
So you was a
Like,
thirst nigga. Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure. And I drank too, motherfucker. Like, I was quenched. I was thirsty and I was quenched.
Oh, you was, because you like somebody I know you like.
Yeah.
you
You,
feel
hey,
me?
Don, I heard a couple stories about you,
Man,
Don.
listen.
Don,
So
you
the
like-
podcast
you like
is over. You feel me?
Ah!
Yo, follow you. Y'all want to say something? Yo, shout out Ashley.
Shout out,
Shout
man.
out
This
Donny
is dope.
Bravo. Shout out Ashanti.
Shout out,
Shout out to Ride
uh,
Fresh. Make sure y'all
Ashanti.
subscribe.
I am
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Ashley.
Follow the
shout out to
business.
I am
one
the Ashley.
at a time. It's called Organized. Ashley, go ahead.
Hey everybody,
We gonna get
follow
the
me
flow
on
right.
I am the Ashley. You know, I'm just trying to make you guys be happy, be on your holistic shit, be great. Carry on. What's up, Ashanti?
shout out.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you on camera, bro,
I'm
with that.
starting my poetry shit. So, that name is
Def
actually,
Poetry Jam.
I don't remember what that name is, but follow me at _legally_black_, and then that's how you'll get to Ashanti.
underscores.
I think it's Ashanti the poet.
Triad.
I think that's her name.
Triad.
Because I'm starting my
Ashanti.
poet. shit.
Triad.
Ashanti the poet or _legally_black.
see
You
that
fuck with me
3?
that hard, go to both.
Y'all see
Yeah.
that 3 on YS's jersey? That's
Yo,
for
thank
her
you.
3 underscores. Okay.
I am Jolu. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for waiting 6 months for this. And then we're gonna shout out to my nigga Bravo and Ride Fresh for
Yeah,
holding
shout
it
out
down
to Ride
tonight.
Fresh. Don't follow
You
me.
feel me?
Follow the company. You feel me? At Ride Fresh. Fresh is spelled FRSH. We got 2 monthly two monthly air fresheners delivered to your door for $8.50 on the subscription. And shout out to Third Wheel Studios. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
every
this
month.
spot.
We here every month to talk about what happened the last
hey,
month.
we here.
Shout out
Mike.
shout out to the producer, man, my man.
The engineer.
Shout out to
my
Mike.
man,
He
Mike.
not a scam. Not a scam, Mike.
Shout out, bro. This
Yeah,
our first
man.
run. We gonna clean. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
I did it.
shout out Money Mike. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, for the record, black people were not late today. It was not
It
a black
wasn't. I was
person
on
that
time.
made
I
us
was
late
like
today.
5
Bro,
minutes.
no one knows we're late to podcast, bro. Like, nobody knew we were late.
But I wanted to
Nobody
acknowledge.
late. We're just, yeah.
I wanted to know the stereotype doesn't
Ashley.
exist, nigga. Niggas can swim and we don't be late. That's it. The stereotype. We changing the world.
I'll be late. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Shout out black people.
Shout out.
The real
right.
podcast. Thank you.
This was dope, man.
Did we
Appreciate
cover
y'all.
anything?